One, what are we at day 97? We're just casually clipping these days down, day 97. Um, so let me get these analytics going and we will start off another beautiful day. Hopefully it is good where you are or evening, morning, afternoon. I know we have people from all over the world, and that's such a cool thing to be able to say. That is really cool. So I appreciate you guys being here in the chat, um, being here, just spending your time, because you could honestly be doing push-ups or things like that anywhere you wanted to, or exercising, and yeah, that's just a really cool thing going on. So I appreciate everybody here. We will see if Mr. Nathaniel J Burns is going to be able to join us today. As you know, or maybe some of you don't, he was booked to do some work on set. Congratulations. We can't give out any information on what it is, but he's um, he's doing what he does best. And so our shout out to him because that is part of HWPO. It's not just exercising; it's being able to say I've trained, I've studied, I've been able to do certain things in certain areas of life, and then get the just rewards for that when it comes to being able to work or just see the payoff. So let's get ourselves going. I got enough room here. That look all right. Think we good. Slide this back just a little. Been an interesting last couple days, so we're just gonna ease into this. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're at. And do I need a little more light? I guess that can't hurt. We're just starting off nice and easy. Nice and easy. And if you're new, day 97 of 100 push ups. So I'm just getting everything kind of loosened up. Beautiful morning. Been up, got some water, been able to kind of get my mind on things. So let's get that first set. Right. Grab a sip of water in between and just going to keep this going slowly but surely. 10 sets of 10. Some days we'll throw in planks, some days jumping jacks. Um, yeah, we can mix it up. Hey, man, how are you today? How's everything in your world? How's the bicycling been going in the workouts? Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Joy, congratulations. How did your testing go? How did the school year end for you? Congratulations. Woo, 12,000 steps, man. That is fantastic. Was that going on a walk or was that just throughout the course of your day? No worries, Joy. You have a great day. Lawn a lot. Nice. Lawn. Got it. Not running from the law. Fair play. Fair play. Lawn will do it. Lawn will do it. I used to always say when we had to do like the trimming of the hedges and stuff, I called it was like yard work 90X when P90X was a big deal because do enough of that with hedge clippers, start burning those shoulders and arms. Enough bends, squats, picking up stuff. And that's where, body doesn't know that it's in a gym or on a construction site or doing yard work. It just knows it's being worked. So exercise comes in a lot of forms. Your map is hilarious for your lawn. That's awesome. Sounds like a big lawn. Either that or you had a lot of work going on, going back and forth. Hey, what's up, Kurt? On the bus right now, can't talk long. Okay, get ready to run in a few hours. Gotta go. Understandable. Thanks for dropping in. Have an amazing day. Enjoy that practice. That's where races are won. That's where championships are won, scholarships earned, all that good stuff. That's where it's at practice. I was watching something on Michael Jordan last night. How other players will talk about him on the court and things like that. One of his teammates, BJ Armstrong, said, we do young athletes an injustice because we never show him at practice. And he was saying that he practiced harder than he played. And that's really something that, yeah, young athletes should be able to see is that it's not just when people are cheering for you. That's the motivation, but the consistency and discipline is practice. Mad says there's truly something to be said about staying active. It makes you feel great on an ongoing basis. Absolutely. Yeah. And here we are, 97 days in. Here we are. So Keep doing that. Keep doing whatever it is that's going to help you feel good on on an ongoing basis, provided it's not to the detriment of other people. Not you, man. I know that you've got your moral compass, but just in general, I always put that caveat out there. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Absolutely. What a great sentiment, too. I appreciate that. 97. Can you believe that? How crazy is that? I mean, we were just in the 70s. We were just in the 50s. I mean, time just, it goes. It goes, but it's time well spent. I mean, flying by, we're already at 5 and we're about 10 minutes in. So good pace, good clipping along, and just uh, easing into the day. Some gentle stretching, just breaths, some hydration, reflection. So we're here, mind, body, and soul. Good morning, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. Your go to drink show off has been liquid death as of late. What is liquid death? What is liquid death? Is that is it an energy drink? I don't know what liquid death is, I don't believe. And I still need to pick up some kombucha. You know, the other thing that I really enjoy is ginger beer. Jennifer, good morning, good morning. Matt, it's just flavored water. Okay, all different flavors. Generally, not much, if any, caffeine in them. Cool. I'll have to try that. Liquid Death. It sounds daunting. Sounds like a daunting name. I like that. Jennifer, how have you been? We had two of the younger athletes in earlier. We had Joy, who we were calling Helvey. Found out her name is actually Joy, and Kurt, but they both had to go. So glad you guys are able to be here. Nathaniel J Burns is working. He had to he has to be on set early and long um, while this assignment's going on. So shout out to him. But I will tell you that he told me last night we spoke, and he got his push-ups and squats done while he was on set. Um, that's amazing. So it can really be done. HWPO. The graphic elements, design, artwork of the cans are fire. I'm gonna look that up. Joy is back. Joy is back. Did you know I was watching a video yesterday? It was a fitness video, and they were focusing on, I think it was a CrossFit guy. And you know what his shirt said? HWPO. Nike has picked up the campaign for HWPO from what I could tell. It looked like a Nike swoosh. I think they've been watching us. We've been saying HWPO for well over a decade. Well over a decade. I think they've been. What do you guys think? I think Nike owes us. Jennifer, doing good. Slow Friday morning. Haven't made it to this yet. Said we get off work in an hour. Nice, nice. Yeah, we deserve to ease into some days. Some days we get, really charged and we get at it. But these are like those disciplined days, the consistent days. Like I'll get it done, but we're not all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed about it. So that is okay too. That's part of the process. And I love that part as well because it makes me feel even better some days that knowing I was still kind of like, but still got it done. So awesome for that. Joy, how are you feeling? How did school go? I don't think you put it in the chat earlier. How did those tests end? You had a test for the end of school. How did that go? You went good? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Any plans for your summertime off? Does that mean you'll have more time to do push-ups with us? Just kidding. Yeah, you did, and you think you did well. Congratulations. Nice job. Oh, you're going to a wedding. Nice. Nice. Who's getting married? Right, Jennifer? Costco has the deal on lemonade ginger kombucha. You know, I've only been to Costco like twice in my life, so I gotta check that out. I gotta look into that because there's some things that I think it really does serve well. I went the last time I went was with the girl I was with at the time, and she bought like a whole bunch of stuff in bulk. And I just remember the I got like some protein pasta or something like that, excuse me. And that lasted me like almost like a year. The peanut butter lasted forever because it was like two things for the cost of one that you would pay at a normal store. And I thought they're onto something. They're definitely onto something. It's pretty cool how large the place is. They're handing out samples all the time. So probably something I should look into. Well, congrats to your Aunt Joy. That is very cool. You get your creatine there too. I've I haven't taken creatine in years, but I hear that there's all sorts of benefits to it and stuff like that. So I don't know. I've just been out here all natural, just pushing away, pushing away. So I'm sure that I could get some benefits from some of this stuff. Bulk has its benefits. It definitely seems like you're going to pay more probably up front, but then it lasts you so much longer that you don't have the burden of like re-upping all the time. If you can just go shopping like once every, I don't know, 3 to 6 months, depending on how large your family is. And because it's just me and my daughter, boy, that would be fantastic. Because I could probably shop once. Some new research suggests it can also help with dementia. Creatine, really interesting. Well, that would be helpful. Not saying I have anything, but we never know, do we? Really good for your brain too. Okay. Well, I will definitely look into it. Any any particular brand you suggest? This is where Stark would also be in the conversation as well. I think he's taking creatine as well, or maybe he's just doing protein. He loves his protein. I will say that. I think Mr. Burns is also taking creatine. I could be wrong. Oh, this is set number 10, just like that. We're at 10, and we're just hitting the 24-minute mark. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Sure, you guys love having me this close. Whew. Well, while we got a little time, I won't hold you guys long. I think this week will be shorter sessions, but uh, creatine benefits. Creatine is a natural supplement that can boost your energy, muscle growth, and brain function. Yeah, very true. There we go. Potential benefits and risks. Risks from the Harvard Institute. Let's see what they have to say. Uh, nope, I don't want alerts. Creatine may enhance athletic performance. It contributes to rapid energy production and may enhance power or speed bursts requiring short periods of anaerobic activity. The reason should be related to the association of creatine supplements and increased glycogen storage in muscle. Glycogen can quickly release glucose, one of the best sources of instant energy. Mad has bucked up creatine monohydrate by essentials. Okay. It also says along with adequate calorie and protein intake can hasten muscle recovery after strenuous exercise. Creatine supplementation does not build muscle. However, creatine supplementation, along with regular resistance training and a well balanced diet, may offset age related sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is the loss of muscle mass and power that happens as we grow older. So, hey, nothing wrong with that. People with kidney disease should consult with their doctor before taking it. It is not an anaerobic steroid, nor does it increase testosterone levels. Some people will retain a couple of pounds of fluid during the first week they start creatine supplementation, but this is temporary, and studies of long-term use do not show persistent problem with holding on to extra water. Nice. Okay. Well, that should be something that I'd look into. So I would definitely look on to uh, bucked up creatine monohydrate. Yeah, supplements and things like that. I guess sometimes you just I know the proteins and stuff like that, but then I don't know. After a while, it's just like, okay, I'll just do what I do, and that'll be it. But if it benefits you and staves off long term aging and things like that, then yeah, it's definitely something to look into. Ooh, Ricky Williams. Ricky cut his hair off though, didn't he? Isn't Ricky just bald though, Michael? I know what you're saying though. I got a lot of that. I think this would be Texas Ricky or the first couple years in the league Ricky. I appreciate it. How are you doing today? Matt says you'll see some of that new research findings on the brain. Yeah, that's the important part. Um, Definitely one of the things I'm looking at is pros of creatine improves brain function, promotes healthy muscle aging, enhances exercise performance and recovery. The old Ricky Williams, yeah. Michael, welcome to the channel, and you are on day 97 of 100 push-ups. I just finished it. We do 10 sets of 10. We've been doing this for 97 straight days. We've got some amazing people in the chat, and we talk about a lot of different things. So you're more than welcome to subscribe, and we'd like to have you if you'd like to be here. So I will just leave that there. And I also like to promote Togo. So take one, give one. You can also give it to a friend as well. I like that spirit. I'm having a great day and I'm going to kick some ass today. I like that spirit. That's the spirit that you get up with. That's the spirit that we have a choice in how we start our day. We can get up and mope and go kicking and screaming as the day comes anyways. Um, but or we can just get up and face the day and do it. Am I sore every day from the push-ups? No, I've been doing push-ups for so long every day or even every night when I was working graveyard that 100 push-ups, no, and especially in sets of 10, I think it works. It works well. If I was doing maybe like sets of 20, 25, which ultimately I will work back up to, but no, that doesn't make me sore. Some days we'll also throw in jumping jacks. Some days I'll throw in like a plank. Today was just the straight push-ups. And then there's a guy also with me, Nathaniel J Burns, and we'll go live together. And he's been doing 100 squats, and he just got back into doing 100 push-ups. So that's just kind of what we're on. Do you have a workout regimen? And we have Jen in the chat, Matt Acoustic in the chat. They have been contributing in the chat for quite some time. They share their exercise routines. Matt just got 12,000 steps in. And Jennifer is, I'm not even sure what day it is, but she's doing 100 push ups and 100 squats every day and is going to start putting 200 crunches in with that as well. That's mad work. That is mad work. I love it. I absolutely love it. Not to mention, we also have videos and shorts. So the shameless plug is over. Uh, shameless plug is over. Mad cons of creatine, potential side effects like weight gain, dizziness, sweating, and nausea. Have you had any part of that? Or did you have any amounts of like water weight gain when it came to that? Risk of kidney damage when taken at higher than recommended doses. I think that's always going to be a problem when it comes to in the lat world. There's nothing comparable to old school pull-ups. Yes. Yep. Um, I was watching something on kipping, uh, the CrossFit and stuff like that, and I'm glad that there's like a division between now because people used to say those are pull-ups. It's like, well, not in the traditional sense. It's a form of pull-up, and I'm not going to knock people who do it because it just takes away from my energy. But I'm just used to strict form pull-ups. I feel like if I was trying that, I might be putting myself at risk just to try it without proper instruction. Nice. I'm glad no side effects. Excellent. Michael says, I'm getting off here. I will follow up and watch all videos on reply. I'm getting ready to kick today's ass. See you at the top, man. Fantastic. Have a great day. I love that you sprinkled in some of that wonderful energy. Thank you for sharing it with us. And we like to say HWPO, and that means hard work pays off. So hopefully that's something you can carry with you. And we will see you back here when you're ready. And Matt says the kidney stuff is overblown. I think that's probably, it might be dependent on, I don't know, the people taking it. Do they already have something going on? Or to that point in there when taken in high doses. I think that a lot of times people rush at things and they want results now and they're not willing to wait and they think more of that will will help them. And that's the danger with supplements and like things that you'll find like at Sprouts or health places because it's healthy. So I can take more of it and it's gonna do and it's like, nah, you still gotta take it, in moderation. Be in moderation, be patient. It'll be there. The if you put the time and the effort in, it'll be there. Gain a little weight. Okay. And what's a little weight? What is a little weight? I think I'd like to drop a few, but that is okay. Dangers of creatine. Possible risks and side effect of taking creatine include weight gain, elevated creatinine levels, altered digestion, upset stomach, kidney damage in individuals with kidney disorders, liver damage, kidney stones, bloating, digestive issues, compartment syndrome. Um, yeah, I mean, I think everything is where there's a pro, there's a con. But I think when taken moderately, I'm sure most people would be okay. And I think the other thing is also taking things, but using it, like not just taking it to take it. Yeah, there's related searches. Does creatine affect you sexually? And I'm sure for a lot of guys, that's a thing. Can I take creatine with high blood pressure? Relationship between creatine and high blood pressure is nuanced. For people with uncontrolled or poorly managed high blood pressure, creatine may exacerbate the condition by adding to the existing pressure on blood vessel walls, increasing the risk of complications associated with hypertension. Um, Most research suggests that short term use of creatine does not significantly impact blood pressure. Interesting. Interesting. Does creatine affect you sexually? Here's the good part. Creatine does not have any direct effects on hormones and sexual health. However, it can help with exercise performance and energy, which may have some long term indirect effects on sexual health and hormone levels. While studies have investigated the potential effects of creatine on sexual health, the findings have been mixed. So I guess we're safe for now. Does creatine enhance um, manhood? That's this is a legit search. Does creatine? I didn't search it. It's just one of the things people have searched. Does creatine increase libido? Does creatine make you bigger down there? Do woman parts? Does the woman's anatomy create contain creatine? These are some pretty wild searches. Radmilia. I should shave. Why? My chest or my back or my legs? Which part should I shave? Which part should I shave? And how are you today? Besides being offended by bodily hair, how are you today? And where are you coming to us from? What part of the world? And we're talking about creatine. Do you have any thoughts on that, Radmilia? I'm going to look at does contain creatine. That's a crazy. That's a crazy sort of search. The truth about calorie content in women's fluid. The creatine has translated into faster strength gains and energy is definitely up. Hey, I'm more likely to listen to somebody who I speak with on a regular basis and is tried and true as far as doing it. Uh, the people wonder about the calorie content of various bodily fluids. How many calories are in woman's fluid? This is crazy. In this blog post, we will delve into this topic. Woman fluid does not contain a significant amount of calories. In fact, it is primarily composed of water, electrolytes, and small amounts of other substances such as protein, sugars, and lactic acid. These components are essential for maintaining vaginal health and pH balance. That's who knew? Who knew? Redmelia, are you still there? Are you still there? Tell us about the shaving. Woman's fluid may contain a small amount of carbohydrates, primarily in the form of sugars. Interesting. But woman's fluid does not contribute to weight gain. Hmm, interesting. That's good that there's a variety of things that people can study, though. That's definitely a plus. Matt says, for what it's worth, I asked my physician about it before diving in. He had no issues whatsoever. And that's, you know what? That's a brilliant place to be at, is to consult with a physician. People, you see it on those commercials all the time. Before taking such and such, consult with your physician. And I completely agree. So I would do the same. I think it's just one of those things. If it's somebody that you are seeing on a regular basis, they know your medical history and all that stuff, that's the person to ask. Because they're going to at least know your charts, know what's possible, and they've studied. They're professionals at this. So I think that that's a fantastic place to be. So I'm glad that that's working out for you. Who should not use creatine? People with kidney or liver disease, individuals with diabetes, pregnant or breastfeeding women, teens due to limited data on its effects on developing bodies, people with bipolar disorder. These groups may face potential health risks associated with creatine supplementation. So that's interesting as well. And with the teens, I think that, yeah, that's a good thing. Let's not get people doing stuff to their bodies before their body fully develops is my thoughts on that. I think that that's just one of those places where we can just say, "Hey, man, slow down. Don't move too fast. Enjoy your process, um, and don't try to bulk up too fast because you're trying to compare your body to that of like a grown man's body. We see way too much influence where we want to be compared. Joy, you're still here. Joy, Red Milia says I need to shave. What do you think? Do I have to shave? And she didn't even say where or Red Milia. I'm not. I'm guessing Red Milia might be a woman or a girl. So I said, is it my chest? Do I have to shave my back, my legs? What part am I supposed to shave? That's kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, not having young athletes try to do too much too soon. Um, I've seen guys that were doing creatine, amino acids, steroids as teenagers. Like, what in the world? What in the world is going on that's a thing? And this was more just for like the bodybuilding aspect of it, but not competitively. It was just I just want to look good in a tank top, sort of thing. It's like, man, you guys, I don't think you guys realize. So consulting with physicians and then doing your own research is super important because a doctor can tell you the scientific end of it, but go out and read your own stories. We have Google, we have all of these wonderful things that are going to give us a real insight on what other people have gone through. So it's more than just yes or no. Yes, you can take it. No, you shouldn't. Sometimes you should listen to like what other people's experience have been as well. Matt says, I find that my cardio, especially those bike rides, the creatine must be all going into the quads on those days. But on hills, way more energy. Correlation, I feel there is. You're probably not wrong. And I'm guessing large in part you're dispensing it properly. You're putting it in your body and then you are doing exercise, like putting that putting that creatine to work. I think a lot of times we see people just take stuff and then kind of kick back and hope that it does something or wait for it to work for them. Now, a lot of times you just got to do a lot more work, and then I would implement those sort of things. But that's just me. But I appreciate your input on that because I hear people just say it, and then they'll kind of give some talking points about it. But as far as like firsthand experience and how it's hitting you and things like that, started at half of the dosage initially. Okay, so you're doing like um, 2 grams a day, and now you're up to 5. That's okay. I'm I'm definitely intrigued to check that out and see what we got going. I want to find just to see how it may or may not affect your stomach. Good call. Good call. I think that that's something that most people should look into. Uh-oh. Thought I saw a mosquito in here. I want to look up this HWPO. I think it was Nike. Yep, HWPO Nike shirt. 2.5 initially. Yep, there's a whole thing of well, there's Rogue Fitness, There's Nike. Yeah, I think HWPO, Rogue Fitness as well. But we've been at it for a while now. Matt, is it 5 grams now? I don't plan on increasing it. Five seems fine. That's the other thing, and that might be where it gets other people in trouble, is where they think that they need to keep upping it for whatever reason. You know, looking at these HWPO shirts, I think impacts were better. All right, Joy. Well, Joy, we're not going to be on for much longer. So if we're gone by the time you get back, have an amazing day. Who should use creatine? Benefits, risks, and tips from a dietitian. Absolutely. How we perform. Yeah. Nice. Nice. I like that one too. I like that one. We should definitely yeah, come up with some HWPOs that have different acronym meanings. That's cool. All right. Joy is back. Joy, where is it that you're running back and forth to? You were running back and forth. It's like, I'll be right back, and then you're back before we know it. You are fast, fast. And did I see that? Yes, I should shave as well. You're saying you agree with Radmilia? Oh, I want to. What does Radmilia got going on their channel? Jessica, find out more about Radmilia. Nah, joined in 2023. Your brother? Oh, your brother. Yeah, you gotta check on little brother. Oh, let's see. Oh, I missed it. Well, Radmilia, I can just see her eyes, and Radmilia, that's all right. Mad, have an amazing day. Joy, you are going live on Insta with your bestie? What? All right. When are you going live? It's her account, not yours? Okay. What are you guys going to do on the live? Okay. What you're not sure when or what you guys are going to do, is that correct? Just talk. Okay. Can you tag people on Instagram in the live? Ooh, you're going to promote? Thank you. You know, we're on Instagram as well. So if you want to tag us so we can watch, that would be awesome. You can check that out. All right. Yeah, if you can tag me, definitely tag me. Sweet. Well, then I'm going to hop off so I can get some other things taken care of before that live. And we will catch up soon. So shout out to everybody who was in the chat today. Matt Acoustic, Joy, of course, Jennifer, Kurt, and uh, Michael. Michael stopped by. Michael Gillette. See what Michael's got going on. See what Michael's. Mr. Burns is in the house. Mr. Burns is in the house. Excelente. We were just talking with Matt Acoustic, who took off, and talking about creatine. I told him I thought you had used creatine. I wasn't sure. Joy, I am not sure how you tag. I think when you set up the account, then it will allow you to tag other people in it. All right, Helvey, I just dropped you a link to Instagram, the Instagram channel. That's okay if you can't, but I appreciate you speaking to wanting to promote the channel. That's awesome of you. Thank you very much. That is special when people feel like what we have going on is worth talking about with other people, a whole different audience. Okay, the account is kind of vibe. You don't have that will be your mom. So the name of your friend's channel is kind of vibe. Okay. How's it going on set, Mr. Burns? Oh, it's going right now? Okay. You're on Instagram right now? Okay. Good on you, Mr. Burns. Good on you, sir. So Joy is not only on YouTube, but she's also on Instagram as well. So let me see if I can search this. Kind underscore of underscore vibe. Didn't give me. Oh, you're not, but your friend is. Okay. Well, I'm not even seeing like somebody's page. I'm just seeing like a bunch of different things that are part of that. Okay, your friend is. Gotcha. If I find it, that's your bestie. No, I'm not finding it, but that's okay. Next time I have to just set something up where we can get a link or something like that. That is okay. All right, Mr. Burns, did you know that Nike has put out an HWPO shirt? Okay, Joy, you're going back and forth on this. Are you on live right now? Are you on live right now, or is it just your friend? Like, are you someplace where we're going to be able to see you on Instagram, or is it just your friend? I'm getting some mixed signals here. Help me out. She said, never mind. Okay. Nike did. Nike, the swoosh brand. They put out an HWPO shirt. There's somebody else. I think it was like Rogue Fitness. They have HWPO stuff as well. Well, tell your friend to put a link in here, Joy. I searched it, couldn't find it. So I know you don't have IG, but are you going on live where we can see you with your friend, or is just your friend going? And if you want it to be checked out, leave it in the chat. You can leave a link in the chat or something. Yeah, Nike put out some stuff, and that seems more recent to me. And because I don't watch like TV or pay attention to ads and campaigns like that, seems like that's a more recent thing. Oh, and Radmilia jumped in and said, "Ew, you should shave." And Joy agrees. So I'm wondering what part we're supposed to shave. Well, maybe not you, they didn't see you, but I was supposed to shave. So my chest, my back, my legs, what is it that I should be shaving? I will see you with her. Okay, is your friend coming over? Are you going to your friend's house? You guys going to be outside? What do we got going on? Leave that, drop that link in here. Drop that link. Drop that link. Drop that link. She's already there. Okay, well, tell your friend we said hello. Tell your friend we said hello. What's your friend's name, or does she want to give out her name? And if she's on Instagram, tell her just to follow Impact, and then we can. I might be able to see it going to my account. She doesn't know how. She doesn't know how what to go live. She doesn't know which what. Leave me complete. Leave me whole sentences. Leave me whole sentences. And have you done any push-ups or squats lately, Joy? Because I know Jennifer's going to be doing hers. I know Mr. Nathaniel's going to get his done. Matt Acoustic, he's going to get something done. No, leave it. Have them follow me. Have them follow me. If they want to, if you guys want me to check it out, you guys have to follow me on it on Impact on Instagram. She doesn't know how to put the link. That's okay. Tell her to follow me on Impact at Impact Athletics Association. I left a link for you before, so you guys can find me. But I searched, so you don't have to put the link in here. You can just go to the actual link. I'm gonna drop it again. Look at that. There's the link. Okay, I just dropped you the link. So you guys can press that blue link, and that'll take you to Impact, and then you can follow. That's the easiest way to do it if you want me to check it out. Okay, hold up. Possibly, Mr. Burns, possibly. The thirst is real, Mr. Burns. Yeah, search mini Uncle Waffles. That's interesting. Interesting name, but we already searched one. So if you want that to be seen, you're gonna have to drop something. Mr. Burns, have an amazing day. Peace. Much love, brother. Have an amazing day. All right, Joy. Well, you followed, and I will take a look. Okay. I'm going to use my own link here. Now I'm looking at my Instagram. Jennifer, have an amazing day. Have an awesome, awesome Friday. Hopefully, we'll get to catch up with you over the weekend as well. And I'm going to jump out of this chat. I'm going to jump on my phone. I will look for what you sent, Joy, and see where we can go from there. So, guys, I appreciate everyone in the chat today, and have an amazing day. And we will see you guys soon, as in tomorrow. So, I'll leave it at that. HWPO, hard work pays off. Impact Athletics Association. Much love.